What's going on, Titan Nation? Hope y'all are doing well this evening. My name is Mr. Two-Tone from the Two-Tone Zone. Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to bring some information to you guys from the AFC South. I have a friend of mine. He's been on the show before, straight out of Houston. He's going to bring in some insight from the Houston Texans. And I have a longtime Titans fan in NT. He's going to come in and share his insight, share a little bit of some memorable moments with his fandom of being a dedicated Tennessee Titans fan. So I'll go ahead and bring in Ian right now to the show. What's going on, Ian?
Not much, man. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Two-Tone?
Man, I'm doing well, man. Hey, thank you so much for tuning into the show, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Oh, man, no problem, man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah. I just want to, give people an opportunity, give true Titans fans a platform to express their great, their gratefulness and their fandom and their and just get their insight and let them be able to just express it to Titan Nation, man. Because we have a community. We just got to make sure we tap into it. So we make sure we grow and we're able to communicate with one another, right?
Indeed. Tighten up.
For sure. All right, and then without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in H Town Scotto, man. He's gonna share some insight about the Houston Texans and how they get in and how they fit in with the AFC South, and give his thoughts and predictions on how his team is gonna pan out this year. So, without further ado, I'm gonna bring in Scotto. What's happening, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Man,
not much, man. How you doing?
All right.
Man, it's good to have you on again, man. It's been a long time.
I know, man. I appreciate you having me back, man.
Man, I appreciate you, squeezing me in with your busy schedule.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So salute to you and all your progress,
man. Yeah, right on, bro.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, I got to ask you a question, Scotto, because I know how Ian and I feel about us, receiving Julio Jones.
Yeah.
In a trade that we made with the Atlanta Falcons. But how do you feel being, that you're a Houston Texan fan and, in your eyes, we're the opposition, right? So what were your thoughts and how did you truly feel about that, man?
I mean, it was a great pickup, man. I can't complain about it, man. I mean, it looked good on paper.
Right.
I stated last time, though, that quarterback that ain't what it is. You hear me?
Hey, man, hey. Don't think for 1 second I didn't catch that jab right there.
Yeah, man.
I know Ian heard it too.
I heard it loud and clear. Man.
I got you, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying Tannehill ain't that guy, man. And y'all keep putting trust in him, bro. I don't understand it. But hey,
So you telling me that this quarterback has pretty much been in the top 3 and pretty much all QB statistical Marcus is not who he says he is? I mean, come on now. Since 2019, since he took over?
First of all, if you got Derrick Henry in the backfield, you can be a top 3 quarterback, okay? That's all I'm saying.
All right, okay.
When you run the ball successful, everything else rolls, bro. You know what I mean? And that O-line y'all got, them tight ends, that's where it's at, man. But he showed y'all last year, man, like, y'all really can't count on him, man, and I'm gonna stick to that. And that's not being biased. I
understand, but it's all about experience. You know what I mean? He's had some playoff experience now. He's played in some big games on some big platforms, and he's had success, and then he has some failures, right? But I believe that Tannehill is gonna learn from those mistakes that he made, and maybe make that adjustment. And just having Julio is just a threat alone. So I agree with you on paper. It looks good, but we gotta see how it works, man. So I agree. We can agree to disagree on that, but I do like that statement you made, man.
Yeah. But I also want to add it too, if you don't mind, that some of it was also on Arthur Smith in regards to the play calling. I believe sometimes I think he played too much to the strength of Derrick Henry, not really kind of change the game plan up, especially if you look at the game against Baltimore in the playoffs. Once they pretty much took Henry away, kind of took AJ Brown away, it was like they didn't really change the game plan to where they could probably play more so to Tannehill's strength. I mean, he has legs.
Well, then Corey Davis was supposedly hurt too. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. So hopefully with Todd Downing, kind of look at that, and the new OC could kind of look at that and maybe do some things this season to where we could play more so on Tannehill's strengths too.
Yeah,
So,
I got you. Hey man, we both got some new people in the locker rooms in new positions. You know, starting with you, Scotto, man. You guys have a new coach, man. What are your thoughts on him? What are your thoughts on your new coach?
I like Cully. He's gonna bring something new to what we need for that coach in Houston, man.
Right.
Discipline is gonna be one of them. The locker room is gonna be more structured, and I like what he's gonna bring to that locker room. And plus, he's a defensive mind coach,
Right.
And when he added Lovie Smith, I liked that. You know
Me too. I mean? I saw that. I saw how he added Lovie, man. But he also has some experience like with wide receivers. You know, he's been in some different skill positions and been the position coach there. But he comes from a winning culture. You know, I was looking him up and just kind of just really seeing what he's done, like what because you gotta be thorough, man. You have to be a thoroughbred, and I guess you have to come from that winning coaching line. You know what I mean? You got to bring that winning culture to the organization. Yeah. So I mean, he's got 27 years coaching experience. So plus he brings in that winning culture and that experience along with that. But what's the quarterback situation like, man? Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like I know they're saying that it's not very likely that Deshaun Watson is gonna, but he's not gonna play. But I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he ends up playing.
Yeah. I said that a long time ago.
You said, you already feel that way yourself?
I mean, I'll take it back to Ben Roethlisberger. When he got through his troubles he went through, the only thing that changed that was winning. In football, that's the only thing that's gonna make that work. And Deshaun got to prove himself. And and either if it's true or false, he's a football player, and he has to conduct business because this is a business. So the only thing he can do is win. And I mean, at the end of the day, we put pieces together for him already. You know what I mean? To be in that position to win, and that's why hopefully I feel like halfway through the season he's gonna play because he don't want to lose all that money he got either. You know what I mean? So and to get traded, his draft stock went down with all this controversy. So the only thing he can do is play and win, and either his his trade stock could go up, or he'll prove to the city that he belongs here. And I feel like this is a recipe to show him that Houston is home. You know what I mean? Because we're not rocking against him. You know what I mean? Because everybody is going through he got to be proven guilty, and a lot of stuff is fishy with this whole situation he's going through. So I just feel like everything that's happening to him right now is happening for a reason.
For sure.
And, I feel like it's gonna work out at the end. He's gonna still be a Texan if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm with you. I'm in that same boat with you. Y'all did draft a quarterback. Y'all got Davis Miles out of Stanford.
Yeah.
And we all know what comes out of Stanford. They produce quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna say John Elway. Right?
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, Andrew Luck too, to a certain extent.
So I'm gonna leave it at that, and just say that to say the least. They produce some top flight quarterbacks. Yeah, so I don't know if at some point he's gonna be in a competitive situation to compete for that position. I don't know, but as somebody who likes to do his research and know our opponent, I got my eyes open. You know what I mean? And y'all picked up Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod. Yep.
He had some health issues going on. Was it just the last year with Buffalo? Was the year before? Had some health issues.
He was with the Chargers last year. Year before that,
the Chargers.
Yeah, because he went down, and then that's when Justin Herbert took over.
Got you. Okay. All right. Thank you for that correction, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
That makes sense. But he did have health issues. So
Are you guys Houston have I'm sorry.
My bad.
No, I said Houston also have some running backs outside of David Johnson, right?
Yeah. We got
they're gonna do like a committee.
And we got Phillip Lindsay from Denver. So I mean the running back core looking pretty good right now.
I wouldn't hold your breath with Lindsay. I wouldn't hold your breath with him. Y'all got Rex Burkhead too.
Yeah. Lindsay got a lot to prove right now, man. The way they pushed him out of Denver, signing Melvin Gordon, he got a chip on his shoulder, man. And that's great for a football player to play with a chip on his shoulder, man, and prove everybody wrong. And he signed a 1-year contract. I mean, the thing that the Texans did we signed all these free agents to 1-year contracts. What that means, you got a ball, you know what I mean, to get paid. You know what I mean? And that not just to go with the Texans, but for other teams to see you. So I feel like 70% of our players are on 1-year contracts that we done signed or re-signed to the team. So it's a great opportunity for guys to showcase what they can do and ball out, man. And I just think the whole team got a chip on their shoulder because we don't think we're gonna do nothing this year.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not sleeping on nobody in the South. I don't sleep on no NFL team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just, I mean, they're NFL players. They're professionals. I can't sleep on that. I can't disrespect that.
Yeah.
So no, I agree with that, man. I'm not counting y'all out by any means.
I want y'all to count us out though. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do.
I got you, man. Hey, with the quarterback position being unknown, how's that going to work out for the receivers y'all got? You know what I mean? Are they going to be able to get the ball?
I believe we will. You just said it. You made a good point about how Cully is good with wide receivers, and I mean, it's not gonna be a crazy offense we're gonna run because we don't have Deshaun behind center, but I feel like we're gonna be able to move the ball, man.
Right. Man, I like Kiki QT, man. I think he's nice.
Yep.
I think he's solid. You know, I think he's a playmaker too. He's got some good speed.
And we got them young guys that we drafted, man. It's gonna be interesting, bro.
Yep. Hey, folks, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, share the video with your family and friends, and then also hit that notification bell. That way, you know when we go live and when we have special guests like these gentlemen on the show. Just coming in talking straight, actual factual football talk, coming from a place of love for our respective teams. What are your thoughts on Desmond King? Ian, he's a Texan now, but he spent a short time with us in our secondary. Spent a short time with us. I wish we could have saw more from him.
Yeah, I think with Desmond King, I think he kind of came in because you got to remember he came at a time where we were like kind of desperate at the DB position. Mm-hmm. We cut Jonathan Joseph, and I think that's around the time when Christian Fulton went down. So he kind of came in and was I think he came in at a detrimental time where we were like really lacking at the secondary. So I think he kind of got pushed out there without really, I think, filling out the defense, and he was just kind of thrown to the Lions. Mm-hmm. And I think he wasn't able. That first game, I think it was in Chicago, where he picked up the fumble. That was great, but I think overall, just he wasn't able, I think, to get acclimated with the defense. I think maybe if he would have stayed this year, he got more acclimated with the defense, had another year under Shane Bowen, I think he probably been better. But I think with him going to Houston, I think he'll bring veteran presence. Right. I think he'll bring some experience on one that they can kind of know the X's and O's and know what to do. So I think he'll be fine over there for sure. But I mean, he was good, but I just think that he was kind of thrown to the Lions when he was brought there because of the situation that was going on without defense at the time.
Yeah. How you feel about your defense, Scotto? How you feel about your defense, man?
I feel like that's what's going to define our season is our defense. Getting Shaq Lawson and a couple of other guys, man. Shaq Lawson got a lot to prove next year, man. And with us losing J.J. Watt, somebody has to emerge as the lead on that defense, man. And I can't wait to see, man. And going back to Jonathan Joseph, shout out to him, man. He retired, man. He was a long time Texan, man. So
yeah, sure. How many seasons he spent with y'all, man? It was like 10?
Yeah, 10. Because he left Cincinnati. He left Cincinnati after his rookie contract came to Houston. Yeah.
I got you. You feel like your secondary is a strong enough unit to get
better than last year. It's better than last year. With Reed coming back healthy, man, he's the anchor of that secondary. Mm-hmm. And, I wish we could have got his brother and had both of them in the back there, but it didn't work out. But he is that lead on defense right now, so far right now. But we got other emerging stars coming up, man, and Shaq Lawson to me is the one that's going to have to prove a lot right now.
Yeah. What about Zach Cunningham, man? I'm kind of bitter with Zach, man. He caused that fumble on Derrick Henry last year.
Yep.
And caused some history to go down the drain man.
Yep.
So I know you was happy about it.
Oh yeah. Sure
Titans fans and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Titans fans and Derrick Henry, they didn't like that one. We didn't like that. Nah, we didn't like that.
I remember that. Yeah, not good.
I mean, every bully on the block got to get hit one time, man.
Right.
To see what he's gonna do. So
every dog got his day, right?
Yep. he took care of his business still, though, man.
Yeah.
I like Derrick Henry, though, man. So I ain't gonna knock him, but we're gonna see.
Yeah, y'all got Whitney Merciless coming back.
Yep, we got Whitney Merciless, but he's on that back end of his career. You know what I mean? He's gonna be more of a vocal leader for those young guys, man. So, I mean, we'll see. We got some young pieces. I mean, honestly, I know you're talking about defense, but Nico Collins to me is gonna be somebody y'all need to watch out for, man.
Nico Collins?
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your draft picks, man? Now that you brought that up, man, y'all got about 5 picks in the draft.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? So I know Nico Collins, you say you're pretty confident in. Davis Miles, you think is not going to see the time of day this year on the field. You got Brevin Jordan at tight end. Y'all picked up out of Miami. What are your thoughts on him, man?
He's a low key beast, man.
Yeah, y'all got some tight ends in that locker room though.
Yeah.
Y'all got some tight ends.
We grabbed one from New England also. I can't remember his name, but I mean, our list is to run the ball, man, protect the quarterback, and that's the plan, man. So
I saw that too.
Much of it is and run the ball. You know what I mean? Because we thin at quarterback, so we got to protect him some kind of way. You know what I mean? So
anybody knows football, anybody knows football knows it starts up front on both sides of the ball.
Definitely. Most definitely.
It definitely starts up
in the trenches.
Yeah. That's where the games are won, man.
Yep.
People don't realize that, man. People don't realize that because you got to execute on those explosive plays, make people miss. But also too, you got to do the things that people don't see. They don't recognize the stuff that don't show up on your stat sheets, right?
Right. Yep.
So I was telling my nephew he plays football. I said, man, he plays the defensive line. That's what you gotta do. You gotta take on the task that nobody recognizes and play that with pride. Because at the end of the day, you're a big part of the puzzle.
Yep. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just dig into some of these comments, gentlemen, if you don't mind, real quick. Got AZ Mick in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, some folks are saying they can't see me. Is that true, Scotto? Can you see me?
I can see you now. Yeah, you good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
I got you. Got Mr. Tight in the building, man.
That's my boy, Mr. Tight. What's going on, man?
Thank you for tuning in. He said, love my boy Ian. He's the man. Tighten up, gentlemen. Tighten up to you too, sir. Absolutely, man. I know Scott don't like hearing that.
Man. Hey, my Texans, they coming soon. Don't worry about it.
I got you. Hey, big old Tight, man. Thank you for tuning in. He said, say it ain't so. Mr. Finger Roll himself will show up this year. Yeah, he gonna show up and show out. And all it takes is one play to be made, and we got a playmaker in Julio Jones. So
all day,
I agree with you, Scotto. Hey, it's the eye test, right? Look at the stat sheet. Tannehill didn't show up when he was supposed to, right? Mm-hmm. But now he can put that ball pretty much anywhere. And Julio might just go get it.
Go get it. Yep. Did you all see the picture today? I think the Titans put up a picture of Julio with the one hand.
Yeah.
I see that.
Nasty.
Man, his comment, man, in his first presser, he said either you do it or you don't. And that man does it, man. That man does it.
Sure. Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, but on Madden, I pick Tennessee all day, man.
So are you picking Tennessee to win the South this year?
Yeah.
You gonna pick us to win the South?
Yeah, keep it 100.
Yeah.
I got you.
Looking at it right now, yeah. I mean, the only people standing in front of y'all is the coach. You know what I mean? I feel like the coach gonna be a big surprise this year.
Right. I appreciate you saying the Colts, man, because we're about to just transition and pivot to the Colts.
Yeah.
They got some pieces, man. We of course we picked up Danico Autry from that defense. So, but their defense, they still have DeForest Buckner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They still got Leonard out there.
Yep.
Right. There's Leonard.
And then Wentz is trying to rebuild his career, man, his legacy. He's trying to rebuild it with a new start. Him and Frank Reich are reuniting.
Right.
From that relationship they had in Philly. The year they won a Super Bowl, which is the reason why Frank Reich is now a head coach.
Yep.
But hey, he's doing all the right things to earn the leadership in that locker room, because as quarterback, you are the leader. He's doing his thing, to make sure these guys are make sure they're intact and that they're communicating well and they're trying to gel together. I think the whole month of July, the team's off, but Carson Wentz got these dudes, coming to his house in Houston.
Okay.
To just just hang out and to run routes, just kind of just gel together, hang out and just build that camaraderie, man. So you gotta have that. You gotta have that trust and you gotta have that cohesion as a unit, man. So if that's what he's doing for his receivers and for the playmakers that he's got on his team, he's starting off on the right foot. Now my thing is, can he stay healthy? What do y'all think?
Yeah, and I was going to just kind of piggyback what you're saying, Two-Tone, and that's where it starts as far as like the cohesiveness. Start, with the, being on one accord. It starts this time of the year, like during the summer. You can't really start it in doing training, not doing training, but doing preseason and going to the season. It starts now getting acclimated, especially with him. This is his first year here with those guys. Everyone getting acclimated with each other, everyone being on one accord. And I think for me with the coach, I think just more so just seeing what the offense is going to do. Like I said, starting with Wentz, starting with the offensive line, like guys like Quinn Nelson, like guys like that on that line. Get it going. The second year man, now Jonathan Taylor, seeing what they do on the offense, because the defense gonna bring it. I mean, like you already named Leonard, you got Buckner, so the defense I think is gonna bring it. Just more so seeing what the offense is gonna do, and if they can do their thing, and like you said, with Wentz carrying over the good ball plan that he had when he was under Frank Reich over in Philly.
What do y'all think about T.Y. Hilton, man? Folks are saying he lost a step. I disagree. I just think Phillip Rivers didn't have that arm.
Nope.
To get it.
He lost a step. So
I think he lost a little step too. I think he's kind of going to past his prime a little bit, personally.
I got you.
He's still a young man. He got a lot to prove in this league, man.
Yeah,
he does.
That's what I love about football. When you count a guy out, man, he got the whole world to prove wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them guys that he's been to the top. So for everybody to count him out, you know what I mean? You're going to see what type of football player he is, you know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting to see for sure. You know what I mean?
Got you. They should have Marlon Mack coming back. Coming back. That's a pretty lethal combination in the backfield. Because both cats can catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yep.
Marvin Pittman is part of that offense.
Yeah, Pittman. Yeah, definitely.
So the
offense is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just seeing how the offense is going to really come together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for them.
I got you. Yeah, it's going to come together, man. I agree. That's going to be the thorn in our side. Frank Reich's a genius in his own right. I feel like he's only had just a few years under his belt being a head coach, but he was a huge part of that Super Bowl winning team, calling those plays.
Right.
So, with that being said, let's see what they can do. I mean, I predicted that the Titans go 5-1 in the AFC South.
Yeah,
that's my prediction. But that's just coming from I'm gonna be honest, man. It's coming from a biased standpoint as a Tennessee Titans fan. But I think it truly can happen just off the momentum that we potentially could ride off, because momentum can carry you through a season.
Yeah.
It could definitely carry you through a season. And down the stretch, defensively, the additions that we made, I think those additions are going to be what we needed down the stretch. To close things out, man. What are your thoughts on Janoris Jenkins, Ian?
Janoris Jenkins, I think he can kind of fill in the role that I think Desmond King could have filled in if he would have came in earlier or during the offseason. Bring that veteran presence while at the same time is still good enough to where he could be productive on the field. He's looking good so far in the mini counts. I've seen a couple of plays from him even today where he broke up a couple of passes when they were doing 7-on-7. So he was looking real good. He still has the speed, like he still has the he can still pat the balls down, still stick with the receivers. So yeah, I think he'd be a good addition. And he also once again bring that professional, that experience element like the younger guys like Molden and to like guys like even Fulton and Farley. So yeah, I think he'd be great.
You think he can shut down receivers like T.Y. Hilton and Marvin Pittman Jr.? You think he can shut down those kind of receivers?
I can give him. Yeah, he could do it maybe twice in a game. I don't see him like shutting him down like completely, but that would definitely be a couple plays where there'd be non-factors for sure.
Who do you feel would be the number like? Who do you feel is gonna end up being our number one cornerback this season?
The number one cornerback, this is just my opinion. I think it'll probably be Fulton. I think Fulton will probably come in, even though he was hurt a lot of the season. I think Fulton will probably end up being DB number one.
Yeah, no, he's pretty hungry, man. He's pretty hungry to prove a point.
Yep.
Caleb Farley's a new addition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a lot of depth in that and a lot of youth in our cornerback.
Yeah, and we still got Breon Borders too, right? He's
still
back,
got
right?
Breon. We still got
Breon's
Breon,
back.
So,
yeah.
The key to having a strategic defense, man, you got to throw different looks out there, different players, put different skill sets in the right times and the right schemes. And we got that, man. I feel like we're gonna get back to that Dean Pease approach.
Yeah, for sure. And then you got to think we got that extra card in our pocket with Jim Schwartz, as an assistant. Right. So I definitely that's why I'm a little bit confident going to the season that our defense will definitely be better. It can't get any worse, I think.
I got you.
Hey, Bud Dupree coming to y'all gonna be pretty good too, man.
Yeah.
How he's gonna come after that injury, man. That's gonna be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Hey, he says he's on schedule, man. He had a little presser today. He says he's on schedule, so whenever they clear him, he's gonna be ready to go. Yeah. I agree with you. He was the heart and soul of that Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Yeah,
up until that injury, he was
right. When he went down, you saw the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the difference when he went down.
That's facts. Hey, salute to my guy Titan Anderson. He's in the building, man.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. I got Titans Rossi in here. Titans Rossi as well. So if you haven't already, go subscribe to Titan Anderson, Titans Rossi, Mr. Titan, Tennessee Titans Weekly, Titan Upload, Titans in Truth, Titan Times Podcast. Guys, go subscribe to all those channels. Let's Tighten Up Podcast. Go subscribe to all those. They bring some fire and bring some good content, and definitely bring it from a different perspective. It's fun being part of this YouTube family, man. I couldn't ask for a better community, man, when it comes to this Titan stuff.
Yeah,
right on.
Yep. Oh, I got the homie Lil Kev's Truth Movement in the building, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, I know you got some issues going on. He's a Green Bay Packers fan, so I know he's kind of checking his phone to see if Aaron Rodgers has been traded.
He ain't gonna get traded. He's gonna be doing Jeopardy or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna be hosting Jeopardy. Yeah, that's right.
I think it's a bunch of shenanigans, man. They just trying to just cause some media hype, man. Get the people talking.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of stupid for him to leave, man. If you ask me, but we're talking AFC South stuff. So I'll just go ahead and pivot into the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. What are y'all thoughts on them? Trevor Lawrence right now he's got a hamstring injury. If you don't let that thing heal, it can linger.
Yeah.
It can linger on, and it just puts you in a position you don't want to be in, man. And I feel like they might try to tank the season just to get another number one pick again. That's my thought, man.
That was my prediction for the Houston Texans. So.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so just a little flip-flop on that.
Yeah. I mean, Jacksonville wasn't a bad team, you know what I mean, until they got all those injuries. So
right.
You never know. A quarterback can change the whole franchise, you know what I mean, in one swoop. So, and they got wide receivers over there, man. So it might be fun to play, man.
Yeah, so, they do.
They got
for me. No, also for the Jags, I think for me, I think they're an up and rising team, but I'm not too much worried about them this season. Maybe not even the next, but definitely I'll say in about 2 to 3 seasons, they'll definitely be a team to look out for sure. Yeah.
Everybody gonna put them together, but at the same time, that's when nobody's paying attention.
Right.
They climb up, man. So
you
never know, man. That guy, Lawrence, I mean, he don't lose a lot of games, man. I know this the NFL, but some players can make that transition better than other ones, man. You know,
right?
They call him once in a while. Once in a talent that comes around once in a while. You know what I mean? So you never know. It'll be fun to watch and see what he got. But at the end of the day, if your O-line ain't right, I ain't trying to hear none of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it won't even matter. And that's why I think with the hamstring, I think he's fine. They've had great reviews about him already. It's hot in Jacksonville.
Right.
You know, why even press the issues? You know what I mean? So,
right. No, I mean, hey, they're gonna baby him. They're gonna walk him through the situation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's more precaution more than anything.
And that's what you got to do, man. You put a lot of stock in that man. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think he's gonna be a bust. I just think it's gonna take him some time to adapt. But eventually, the tide will turn. You know, because every team has had their woes throughout their time in the NFL, right? Nobody just winning all the time.
Yeah.
Titans fans know, Texans fans know, everybody knows it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Definitely.
I got you. So predict your record real quick, Scotto, for the Houston Texans, man. How y'all think y'all gonna pan out this season?
Ooh, you really gonna put me on the spot like that?
Man, I gotta put you on the spot like that, man. I got to.
I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna go 50-50, man. I feel like we got enough with defense wise. We can go 8-8, man.
Well, you know they got this. They added one more game now.
One more game, yeah.
So
we go 50, man. I keep us at 50. Now, that's just my part, man. You know what I mean? I got to see if Deshaun Watson come back and that'll change, man. But right now it's up in limbo for us. So I'm gonna I'll go 8-9.
8-9. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I have not closed the door on that Deshaun Watson scenario. Him coming back.
Because him and Brandon Cooks was clicking.
Yeah, him and Brandon Cooks was
clicking. Yeah.
So and brought Brandon Cook back because we all forgot about Brandon Cook. You know what I mean? So
as we brought up earlier, man, it starts up front. Your offensive line is suspect, and that's the reason why. I mean, Deshaun Watson's a winner. He found ways to win, right, and to stay in games. But that man was also on his back, and he was running for his life quite a bit. So
he was the least in the league, the most in the league. Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure was it last season or the season before he had a punctured lung.
Yeah, that was the season before last.
So I mean, I think that needs to be a correction that David Culley needs to address with his offensive lineman coach.
We made a lot of moves offensive line wise. We didn't picked a lot of guys up, man, veterans. So it'll be fun to see how it all works out, man. So
yes, sir, man. Well, you know, man, hey, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, man, I appreciate
and doing your thing, man, and hope to have you on soon once we get closer to the season.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
It's an humble me this week. You know what I mean? So, I usually I'm high on my Texas, but I'm humble this week because with the sun we're going through right now. So
right,
as the season go, man, you're gonna hear more of this, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nah, for sure, man. I know what it is. I know. Hey, you're H Town everything, man.
All day, man. Everything.
Already know, man. Well, hey, man. Well, go ahead and enjoy the rest of your eating, my guy. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Hey, man, it's a pleasure, brother.
Always, brother. Always.
Hey, real quick, man. Tell the folks about the connection y'all share, real quick, man. Like, what we talked about before we went on air, man. Small world.
It's my Jackson, Tennessee, man. I always have love. You know what I mean? So, moving to Tennessee, man. He from Jackson, man. And I mean, y'all know about Tennessee, man. Y'all know what y'all known for. And Jackson put that in me for sure. You know what I mean? So
right on.
I always got love for Tennessee.
Yep. 731, baby.
Man. Going to the front store and getting them sandwiches, man. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Yep.
Man, it was good times, man. And that's why I found out I was a man out there in Jackson, Tennessee for sure, man. I'll never forget that, bro.
At hometown.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, though.
All right, brother. Hey,
all right.
You have a blessed night, man. I'm gonna holler at you soon, homeboy.
Y'all take it easy.
All right, take it easy, brother.
All right, man. That leaves two. That leaves
All
two.
right.
Hey man, so real quick, man, let's dive into a little bit about you, man. Let's tell the people a little bit about you and your background a little bit, man.
Yeah.
So originally from Jackson, Tennessee. How long were you an Oilers fan?
Not really. I mean, I did like Warren Moon growing up, as a kid, but growing up when I was little, I was mostly a Cowboys fan. So I love like Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper, like Nate Newton, all those teams. So that was like my team. And then probably about 96, about 95, really 95, I remember when Steve McNair was getting a lot of notoriety, when he was at Alcorn State. Just seeing a brother being a quarterback, doing great things. I was kind of like, okay. And he got drafted by the Oilers. And then, of course, in 96 is when they moved to Tennessee, they moved to Memphis. And so that was around the time when I started, following them or whatnot, start watching them. And my fandom really, really blossomed that year that they became the Titans. I remember that year well. I remember that season. I remember we beat Jacksonville 3 times that season. Twice in the regular season, then in the AFC Championship game, and the Music City Miracle. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was like in high school, so I'm like 16 at the time.
I was in probably elementary school or middle school. I want to say like either
okay,
6th grade when that happened.
So yeah, I remember all that well, and definitely just like I was a real huge McNair fan, and just stuck with him ever since. Like ride or die for sure.
I got you, man. I got you. And then you went to school at Tennessee State, right?
Yeah. So I was there, graduated, then eventually transferred to went to JC, then transferred to TSU, Tennessee State. Was there, graduated, got my degree in business administration. Okay. Stayed there for a while, but yeah, definitely lived in Nashville. Loved the Titans. Like I said, always try to support. At that time, I was a struggling college student, so I went to maybe 2 games while my whole time in Nashville, but definitely, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, so I mean, the love runs deep.
Most definitely.
Shout out to the HBCU schools, though, man. And
most shout out to the HBCUs, definitely.
And then, hey, let me give a shout out to the Divine Nine, man. Go ahead and give a shout out to your frat too. I know we were talking. Earlier,
definitely. Man. Shout out to my brothers of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Right.
Yeah, black and old gold.
Let's
for
go.
Sure. Oh, stick.
For sure, man. Hey, so we both know that Eddie George is now the head coach of the Tennessee State Tigers. Man, how happy were you to hear that?
So, man, I was elated, brother. So for me, not only to me does it brings prestige back to the program, because I don't know if you all know, but TSU back in the 60s and 70s, even the 80s, was a very prestigious football program. Won a lot, won like the Black College Football Championships, all that good stuff. And I think with him being there, definitely brings limelight not only to the HBCUs, not only to TSU, but also to HBCUs. Like him, Deion Sanders. Also, with him being there, hopefully it brings some top recruits, bring in some assistants that probably wouldn't go there, but will probably now consider going there and helping him with their program. So I'm happy, man. I couldn't be any happier.
And Jeff Fisher's a part of that coaching staff too.
Yeah.
Titans fans, we're very familiar with Jeff Fisher, right?
Yeah.
We've had
definitely.
We were on a roller coaster with Jeff Fisher, man. But at the end of the day, I love Jeff Fisher. I really do.
Yeah, I mean,
what he did for us, man. Things got a little ugly towards the end, but as it did with Steve McNair too. Titans fans love Steve McNair, but behind closed doors, there was some issues going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Even with Vince Young,
even with Vince Young, man. So, so we've had our ups and downs, man, as Titans fans. But at the end of the day, it's a love that runs deep. So this is what brings us here right now to these moments where
definitely
express ourselves. So we talked about some of your Titans memories, but what's your most favorite Tennessee Titans moment?
So I had one in particular. This was week 12. I can't remember it. I know it was week 12. It was November. It was the Sunday following Thanksgiving, 2006. They played the New York Giants. They were down 21-0. Somebody put in the comments the date. I'm sure someone knows the date. But it was November 2006, week 12. I remember that. And I remember they were down 21-0 going into the fourth quarter. And they rallied back. Like, I remember the first one was Vince Young threw the touchdown pass. The second one, Pac-Man Jones, pretty much he didn't run it back for a touchdown, but he pretty much ran like 40, 50 yards to get us in good field position to get a touchdown. The next touchdown was Vince Young running it in. And then the last one was when Vince Young passed it to, you remember Brandon Jones?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it was him. He caught the ball. And then it was tied 21 up. And then I remember Eli Manning got the ball back. He tried to throw a slant to Plaxico. And Pac-Man intercepted it. And we drove down and got a field goal, like a 48, 45-yard or whatever field goal and won the game in regulation. Man. Okay, I see my boy Ronnie put it in November 26th. Yep.
Yeah, you spit that verbatim, man. I feel like I'm right back there with you.
I'm telling you, I was at TSU at the time. It was like I said, it was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, so I just got back in from being in Hummin Jackson, and I sat there and watched that game, like just amazed, because I was like, and then that's when I realized that Vince Young was legit. That's why I was like, okay,
he's legit, man, and I'm very saddened that he didn't get a lot of time, man, a lot of chances to really do it.
Yeah,
for the
I agree.
You know what I mean? But under the circumstances, like things happen for a reason.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people give him slack, but like I said, he did a lot for the franchise. I mean, he was what, 31-16 as a starter, 31-17 as a starter.
Did you catch him on Tennessee Titans Weekly show, Vince Young? He was on.
No, I haven't seen him. I have to check it out.
They actually had him on the show, man. That was a great to watch, man.
Okay.
I salute to Nashville's finest, though. Tennessee Titans Weekly. Those are my guys over there. Hey, sure. I'm gonna dig into these comments, bro, if you don't mind, because I feel like I've been listening, man, and they just been throwing them in there. So Shane Logie says, "How do y'all feel about Hassan French? We'll do it tight end." So right now he's in a tryout basis right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to St. Louis University. He played basketball there. We know he's got some size, right? He's 6'7", 240 pounds, probably more.
I'm thinking like 250.
Right? Yeah, something like that, but. I know personally that basketball and football, they translate well with one another, man. So I know I wouldn't say we're like very thin at tight end, but I know that there's a spot, there's an opportunity there. And if he can go and show that he's tough and catch footballs and run routes the way he's supposed to, and make plays, I mean, he might be able to make the team. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to count nobody out.
Right, that's right. And I'm also looking at him also maybe even being a practice squad player, because you got to remember, we're playing a team like the Niners who has George Kittle. He could be a decoy, like, being like a George Kittle. Like, that's kind of a similar body type player that Kittle is. So definitely I could, even if he doesn't make the 53, I think he could be useful on the practice squad.
Yeah, definitely be used in the practice squad. We got Zach Carpenter in the building. He's talking about Pac.
So
Pat, hey man,
I got a story about Pac-Man. We got a little time. I got a story about Pac-Man.
Oh man, spit it out, man. You good?
So like I said, we're about the same age. So like I said, pretty much when he was drafted, he came out of West Virginia. So he pretty much a college age kid. So he would be like at all the parties, like all the TSU parties, be at all the parties downtown, whatever, with the college students, and like he would just like, wow. When I say wow, that brother was wild, man. Yeah. Like, I think the stuff that was out in the media doesn't even tell half the story of what kind of person he was. I'm sure now he's tame, but
they want to paint one narrative, man. If they have something against you, they're gonna paint that narrative. It's not gonna be in your favor.
But he was a character. But I remember him. I remember seeing him out all the time.
I got you. Who's your favorite draft pick, man, that we picked up?
Good one. I'm gonna say Farley, actually.
Caleb Farley?
Yeah.
Our first round guy.
Right. The first round guy. Even though, people are maybe a little skeptical about him with his back injuries and having surgeries and whatnot. That was a steal for us to get him at 22 compared to where he was on the board, like far as how high he was, as far as predictability, like we got a steal in him. And just seeing some of the tape that from him from Virginia Tech, the guy looks like, he has great vision of the field, has great hands, all that speed. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do once he definitely heals up and gets ready. And definitely just listening to him talk, he has the right kind of mindset of a player, and definitely something that we need in a Titans organization. So,
yeah,
I would say Farley.
I got you. The new additions, of course, that we picked up on the defensive side of the ball. Julio Jones on the offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be the most player the player that makes the most impact?
Talk about far as additions
on both sides, yeah. So they're all Titans, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, like who's your offensive player that you think is going to just excel and just take the Tennessee Titans to a whole nother level, and then your defensive player in that same regard?
This might surprise people, but offensively, I'm going to say Josh Reynolds.
Okay.
I think the obvious answer for most people probably Julio, but we all know what Julio can do. But I think with Josh Reynolds, he'll definitely have an opportunity now with AJ Brown and Julio getting a lot of attention to really shine, because he's gonna be playing a lot of one-on-one. I'm sure he's gonna be playing a lot of one-on-one, so he's gonna have a lot of opportunity, I think, to really showcase his talent, really showcase what he can do, and really prove that he was worthy of the paycheck coming over to the Titans and showing his work. So, and defensively, I'm gonna say Jack Rabbit. I think a lot of people look at his age, look at the years he's been in the league and say, okay, he's kind of on the back end of his career, but I think he's another player that I think still has some gas in the tank and a lot to prove. And new in a new environment, get a new opportunity, playing with different players, and also at this point in his career, also going to be a leader for those youngsters in the secondary. So I would say those two.
Okay, I like that, man. I agree with you. As far as Jeffrey Simmons goes, Danico Autry, I was listening to Terrell Williams talk about just their guys, like their skill sets and their abilities. How do you feel like they're gonna gel together, man? And then with Avery Jones that we got now, with some experience.
I think that'd be fine. As far as the line, like that front seven. The only person I kind of iffy about is Rashad Evans, but like Jayon and like you said with Simmons, and now you got Danico, even Bud. Like I think that'd be fine. I think actually with Danico and Bud in there, I think definitely they can get more pressure on the quarterback and get more sacks. They'll be able definitely to kind of get gel and get going, and I'm sure also look back and take from last season and learn from their mistakes,
right?
And grow from it, and just go out there and apply it. So I think that the front seven would be fine for sure.
I just hope that every game we can just get better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we can just get better, and if we're in a position where we face adversity, let's be able to be mentally tough enough to overcome it, right? And you talked about how you're skeptical about Rashaan Evans, man. I know you watch the show, and most Titans fans are very skeptical of Rashaan Evans, man.
Yeah.
So this is, like you said, this is his year. He's on the chopping block.
This is it. Now or never.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely either put up or shut up.
Right.
Folks are really, really sleeping on how stacked we are on the defensive side of the ball, man. Like we got some depth. And we got some skill sets in that locker room that
right.
A lot of teams, like most teams don't have. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got one of one type of players on our team. So I don't know, man. I just as long as we're able to stay top 12, top 15.
And that's what I said too, Tom. I said if we could stay within the top 15 and considering the offense that we have and barring any major injuries, we're gonna be amongst the best in the league for sure. Believe that. Yeah, believe that.
Hey, I'm gonna let you answer this question. Will Farley start week 1?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I don't see them putting them out there that quick. I would say probably by the time we play the Colts in week 3, I could probably see him starting in, but I don't see them unless, the doctors, say something else, but just off my gut instinct, I don't see him coming out week 1. I mean, because the back is pretty serious. I'm not for sure how far along he is in his recovery and his rehab and that, but I don't see them if they don't have to putting him out for week 1.
Well, we know that Brett was going to avoid any question about the injury, so
Right.
I feel they're going to keep it low key.
Yeah.
Let them fly on the radar. To answer your question, Zach, and thank you for your response. That makes sense to me, Ian. I think he will play in week 1. Possibility might start, but you know what I'm saying, he's gonna have limited snaps.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nothing significant, nothing that's gonna hold it.
Right.
Just to get a feel. I know I couldn't see him doubt that he get preseason snaps.
Right. Yep.
Let me read a story here from Shane Loki real quick. He said, a true story. I used to have a Pac-Man's arrest paper when he got arrested in Murfreesboro. It had phone number and everything. Me and my brother called his aunt, picked up, and said he would be back home later. Oh, did y'all call him back, Shane? Did y'all call him back? I doubt it. Hey, Roddy Dixon, man. Thank you for
that's my boy right there.
That's your boy?
Yeah, actually, that's my boy that I'm going to the game with in down in LA.
In LA, week 9, right?
Yeah.
That game, man, that's gotta be fun. That's gotta be a fun game.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. In the new stadium too, definitely.
How far is the drive?
The drive, from the Bay to LA, shoot, 7 hours maybe. But yeah, I'm not driving. I'm just gonna fly down. But yeah, the drive is about 7 hours. And I tell people all the time, like when they come to Cali, and they say, man, I'm in LA. I tell them, like, look, I don't know what to tell you. I can't. It's not like I come down and have dinner with you or anything, because I'm like 7 hours. I'm literally 7 hours away. So yeah. Two-time thing. I think I lost you.
All right. I'm sorry about that, folks. Having some technical difficulties here with the Wi-Fi.
Technology, like they say, technology is a blessing and a curse, right?
Right, man. Right. Hey, folks, thank you for bearing with us. Those who stuck through it. I salute to you, Obi. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know my audio is messing up. I've seen that a couple of times here in the feed in the comments. So thank you for letting me know and taking that time out to do that. Tighten up for sure. MT Esquire. Is that your boy?
Okay. That's my baby brother. That's my little brother.
Oh right man, hey, for sure, man.
Yeah. He a Titans fan too.
He's still out there in
he in Jackson. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I got you, man. Hey, thank you for tuning in, bro. All right, man. Yeah, we're back up, man. I had a few more questions for you. I asked Blue Enforcer the other day on Titans and Truth, man. I asked if we won the Super Bowl, are you gonna shed a tear of joy?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I cried when we beat Baltimore last year in the playoffs. I remember I was in the car, man, like in tears.
Right.
Yeah. So I know if I'm crying over a divisional round playoff game, I'm gonna be in tears when we win the Super Bowl because I've been waiting for this really since about 08. That was I even cried then when we lost to the Ravens in the second round. We were 13-3. We were number one seed.
Right.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this since 08. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna cry. I'm not gonna front.
Right. No, I'm with you, man. I remember that we have back-to-back seasons of 13-3.
Yep.
Around that time, man. So, yeah, buddy. Let's see, man. What you got going on? What you got going on for preseason? You gonna watch any of those games?
So yeah, I definitely want to check out the Atlanta game, even though I don't think Julio's going to play. Well, I'm definitely gonna check out that one, and I'll probably catch the other two as well for sure. But I want to see the Atlanta one. We played Tampa as well, right? We played Tampa.
Yep.
Yeah,
and we're also doing joint practice with Tampa too.
Right. Yeah, it's joint practices. Right. Yeah.
Joint.
So that might be good for us actually. Them just coming off the Super Bowl, just seeing how they do things and how they get in the trenches and connect and stuff. So that might be a good thing for us to see some championship pedigree.
Yeah, anytime you get to be in the presence of the GOAT, man, Tom Brady.
Right.
You better take full advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Last year I predicted that there was going to be the Titans and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
They're going to be in the Chiefs and the Bucks, right? So this year I'm predicting the same thing. Tampa Bay and the Titans in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's doable. I can see that for sure.
I also asked Titan Anderson. I asked Chris from Titans and True Blue Enforcer. What does Tannehill have to do to be considered an all-time Tennessee Titan great, in your opinion?
He's going to have to win. I mean, to win the Super Bowl, I think we can all agree at this point, far as Titans far as the time of the Titans, is probably Steve McNair.
Right,
is the GOAT for us, the all-time great. But he's going to have to actually win a Super Bowl for him to go from being a decent or a good quarterback to being in that stratosphere of greatness, like all-time great Titan QB. He'll have to win the Super Bowl.
I got you. You man, and it's unfortunate for him. I mean, I don't know if he really cares if he wants to go like an accolade he wants to have, being considered an all-time Tennessee Titans great. But just unfortunately, that's just the way the situation is. He came into the situation with that man behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean,
with McNair,
that's a tall task, but
Yep. I mean, to me, McNair's he's the greatest quarterback of all time that ever lived.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He's my GOAT. Yeah, McNair's my GOAT too. That's why I got the jersey on tonight.
Right.
Yeah, that's
that jersey's hard, man. That jersey's hard.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, that's my GOAT right there. McNair all day. Air McNair, number 9. RIP.
RIP indeed, man. Where were you at July 4th when that news broke that that he was shot? In Nashville.
So, yeah, definitely. I could tell you. I remember like it just happened an hour ago. So actually, my wife and our family, we were on our way. It was 4th of July, so I think we were on our way. Actually, we were going to the casino. We was on our way, just spending 4th of July, family day, just kicking, whatever. Play the slots a little bit, eat a little at the buffet. And on the way there, I got a text message from one of my buddies, and he was like, man, they found Steve McNair, killed. And I was just like, wow, that just like, I wasn't right for at least about 2 or 3 days. And it made it even worse because by that time I was living here in California, so I wasn't able to go to the stadiums for the memorial, anything like that. So it was kind of like, even though he wasn't a family of mine, I still felt like I didn't really get that closure like a lot of Titans fans probably got around that time. But definitely, that's what I was doing. Yeah. And even when I think about it now, it's still I just can't believe it.
Well, I mean, it was July 4th, man. It was I was at a cookout.
Yeah.
when I had got it, man, when I got the news, and like that ruined definitely the cookout for me. But I was I was in a sad state. I got a chance to meet him, man, chance to chop it up with him, throw a football with him, man, and he was solid. You know what I mean? Right. Solid dude. He had a great smile. His hands were big.
Big, right.
I'm a big dude. I'm 6'5", a big cat. This dude's head ate, but just swallowed my hand. So, and like I said, that's my hero.
Definitely,
great quarterback ever lived. So yeah, that was a sad day for Titans fans, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Your little bro dropped a comment here. He says, since 2000 for me, that 1 yard disappointment from Dyson, but we got enough talent to definitely win on paper. Yeah. I mean, hey, we got pieces, man. We got pieces, and the national media is not going to give us that credit. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to advocate for us. So we just gonna tighten up as tight.
Yeah, definitely.
And we just gonna go get the chip together, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us all their words later.
Yep. And to be honest, it's just you got to tip your hat off to J. Rob and to Miss Amy for like doing what they have to do to put us in this place. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we remember those 2 and 14, 3 and 13 years when Winston Hunt and when Rustin Webster and Tommy Smith were running the show.
Right.
So it's like we finally got a front office that really cares about winning and really cares about striving for the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't knock it.
Yep. And hey, shout out to Vrabel too, man. Even though even though there's a lot of pressure riding on him, because I honestly, when he had his press conference after, it was like I think the day or two after we lost to the Ravens, he almost gave like a farewell speech in his presser to me. I feel like he thought his job was on the line.
I'm sure he did.
And right now it's unfortunate, but it's a cold game. It's a cold game. It's a business, and like Shane Loki said, it's Super Bowl or bust, right? And that's for me too. The window's open for 2, maybe 3 years, pending.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2. Yeah, I'll give you 2 years.
Maybe sure. I'm just throwing maybe out there, because I'm being optimistic,
Yeah, maybe a 3rd year, but definitely this season, next season, definitely Super Bowl or bust for sure.
But yeah, man. So like I said, it's a cold game, and you got to make sure you don't get frozen. Make sure you don't freak up. And if he doesn't produce, to bring on the players and personalities together, But I think he has that locker room back at full command. I do. I hope he can win a Super Bowl so that way he can remain the Tennessee Titans head coach.
Yeah, I agree.
He's brought a different flavor to us.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We have the proper things in place, I think, now to really strive for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like a legitimate chance.
Who's your dark horse, man? Who you think is gonna fly on the radar, but just gonna be like maybe like a most improved type of player, or just somebody that's just gonna just kind of fill the voids, man, where there's voids that need to be filled. If there's any opportunity for somebody, who do you think could be somebody that can take advantage of that as like a dark horse?
Yeah, like a dark horse. I'm gonna say Darrington Evans. I'm gonna say on offense, Darrington Evans. You saw Springers of a little bit last year. Did a pretty good job running the ball as well as catching the ball, getting the screens. Also, pretty good blocker. So I'm gonna go with Darrington Evans for sure. I think he's gonna be someone that he could come in, be a 3rd down back as well. And yeah, I think he's gonna make some noise.
For me, I think he's gonna be more effective in making people miss.
Yep.
Because like I said, he's not running nobody over, man.
Yep.
He's not running nobody over. He's gonna have to make a miss and just be able to extend plays. I got faith.
He's pretty quick. He's pretty quick too.
He is quick. I got faith in the man, but I'd rather if we're gonna run the ball, depending on what the scheme is, I just rather somebody a little more
power.
More powerful, man. Somebody who can run up the gut and bust to the outside. Derrick Henry style. You know what I'm saying?
We did have that one guy. Who was it? He was what was the guy? Foreman.
What's his Foreman, name? Yeah. A lot of people agree with you, and I'm with you. Deontay Foreman for sure. If we, but he's been released. Maybe we'll bring him back.
Right. He's gone. Right.
Yeah, but hey, if not, man, the NFL team, somebody need to take a look at him.
Yeah, I agree.
Evans or Ferk?
Actually, Ferg, I got faith in Ferg too. To be honest with you,
Okay,
I think he's going. I think he's going. I think he's going to be good too.
Yeah, first year, man. Like if you look at the stats and you look at it from an analytical standpoint, like you say, he was a technician for us on third down. So
yeah.
We'll see. Sometimes you have to have a few tight ends to be a committee, man. We'll see if that has to be the approach. I mean, if that's the way we got to take it, let's take it that way. There was talk about Ertz. I'm sure you already know about, but no new news on that. No new news on that to report. But fingers crossed. If it's going to happen, it's meant to be. It's going to happen.
Yeah, with Ertz, the only thing about Ertz is that he is a little bit on the back end of his career, but I also think like his price tag, I think it's a little too high for compared to our salary cap. I think we about 8 million over, and I think right now he's like at 8. I think he's getting 8.5.
We can restructure. We seeing done with Tannehill.
That's the thing. Either we can restructure or hope that the Eagles release him and we can pick him up on a little cheaper deal.
Might have to go holler at Derrick Henry and say, "Hey, let us hold something real quick so we can go
right."
For
sure. Yeah.
Right. Hey, talking about El Tractocito, man, King Henry. Let's talk about him real quick, man. Do you think he could get a back-to-back title, rushing title, man? You think it's possible?
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get the rushing title. I don't have him going 2,000 again. He's definitely going to get between 15 and 1,700 for sure. Yeah, he'll definitely reign king again. Yeah.
If Dalvin Cook can stay healthy, he didn't play games and he still managed to put up a lot of yards.
He missed like 3 games, something like that.
Maybe 4. I think he missed.
Yeah, and he still had 1,600, something like that. I mean, he wasn't too far off. So I agree, but I still got faith in the king. Nah,
for sure. Man, I don't know if you heard Dak Prescott in his presser from a couple of days ago, but I don't know what he was thinking when he said it. But he said Ezekiel Elliott, he's healthy and he looks like he's the best back in the league.
Yeah,
he said that. I don't know if that was just him looking out for his homeboy, man, and trying to.
I mean, I get it. That's his teammate. Yeah, that's his teammate. You got to speak up on your people. You can't be out in the media dogging your teammates.
Well, but you can. You can be a little more strategic in what you say.
Right.
I'm taking it literally, like, bro, stop playing, but stop lying to these people, man. Stop doing that.
We all know that. Even he knows that, but he got to talk up his boy.
Right. No, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. What do you predict our record is going to be, man? I predict 13-4. What about you?
I say either. So for me, it's either 13-4 or 12-5. The only thing that I'm conflicted about is one of those games with the Colts. I don't know if we're going to go 2-0 or split. So that's the only thing. If it all depends on the games against the Colts. But other than that, we're on the same page. 13-4 or 12-5. Yeah.
I got you. No, I understood.
Because I still even though I don't like the Colts, I respect them. And like I was saying, that defense is still top notch. It's just more so for me all about the offense for him.
I got you, man. I run into some people, like, they'll see me wearing Titans hats and they're like, "Oh, I love the Titans, man." Blah blah blah. And I'm just kind of listen to them talk a little bit. Bandwagons fans, man. How do you check? How do you check bandwagon fans, man? How do you check them? How do you weed them out, bro?
So for me, it's like if all you know is Derrick Henry, and you can't talk about anything else other than Derrick Henry, either like you said, either you're not really a Titans fan, or you just hopped on the train in 2018. So like for me, like, you want to hear about past players. I'm not even expecting people to know, Steve McNair, Eddie George, but at least know Kerry Collins or Vince Young or Drew Bennett or some of those guys, Derek Mason. But definitely, yeah. If all you talk about is Derrick Henry, yeah, then let me know. Yeah, you pretty much bandwagon or you knew.
Old names, Lorenzo Neal out there. Throw some old names, man.
So actually, shout out to Lorenzo Neal. He He's on the one of the local sports Bears stations out here.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's from Fresno, but he lives here in the Bay now, and he does a lot of football talk on 95.7 The Game here in San Francisco. And he always talk about the Music City Miracle. So,
man, I'm sure
everywhere. January 15th.
Right. Yeah.
Music City Miracle. Yeah.
Hey, Rodney says that Ezekiel's the best back on a video game. I don't even know about that, man.
What is his rating? What is his rating on there on Madden?
What is it? Go ahead and say it. The 90. My nephew said 91. He's playing Madden right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, playing. He's my nephew, man. He low key loves the Titans. He just don't want to admit it. He playing with the Titans right now. I'm Madden.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
But but to be going back to the bandwagon, I get it. That's like with any team that's doing well, you're going to get people that's going to hop on and that's going to get interested. So I know careers back, no one was paying attention to the Titans, so I welcome it. To be honest, I'm not one of those kind where I'm like, whatever. But so the more the merrier. As long as you know what it is, as long as you know what the agenda is. Hey, hop on the Titans train.
Man, I can't be around nobody like that personally. I just can't trust you, man.
I feel it.
Right. He said, "I don't even have a video game, but Zeke is whack." Yeah, man. I think he peaked too soon.
Yep.
He peaked too soon. I'm not sure how things are going to pan out in his future with the Cowboys, but they might be. I'm not sure what his contract is looking like, but I think after this season.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think they can start making some moves, man. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but
yeah, I'm not sure either.
I just thought I'd bring it up because it was in regards to the Tennessee Titans. Because not like he didn't mention the Tennessee Titans, but the fact that he didn't mention.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
I had to bring that up, man. Well, hey, dude, I think that about wraps up the show, man.
All right, man.
Did you have fun, bro?
Oh man, I loved it. Definitely,
Okay,
man.
cool.
I'll definitely come back anytime. Going back, I'm definitely more than down to come back, man. Be on your show, give you my insight, my input. Because, like I said, I'm ride or die. Love the Titans. Like I said, been down for 25 years, so I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, man, that's love right there, man. And hey, there's always a slot and always an opportunity for you to come on the show and share that insight, man.
Anytime, man. Yeah, just let me know. Anytime, I'm definitely down to come back on. And thank you for having me.
Nah, it's been a blast, man. We're gonna be in contact soon.
For sure.
Hey, folks, if you haven't already, please like the video, share it with your family and friends. Subscribe to the Two Tone Zone if you enjoy the content. D Weez will be back on the show here soon. He's just been a little busy with his career, trying to make sure things are in line for his family. Putting his priorities in place and take care of what he has to take care of. So, I'm always gonna hold it down for the show. And thank you for helping me hold that down, my dude. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes,
for
sir.
Sure, no problem, man. Not a problem.
Yes, sir. Well, folks, you know the drill. It's Titan Gang or Don't Bang. Until next time, we'll see you soon.